Here's a stat for you guys on basketball, and maybe this puts some things into some perspective. These are the bottom 5 teams right now in the SEC. Georgia, Mississippi State, based on conference record. Now, Mississippi State's actually a good team that's clicking right now, and they've got a chance to go to the tournament. They lost a tough one last night to Kentucky. But Georgia, Mississippi State, Ole Miss, South Carolina, and LSU bringing up the rear at 1-12. They won the first game. I called that against Arkansas. They've lost 12 in a row. Okay, what do all those 5 teams have in common, guys?
New coaches.
New coach.
Bingo. Bingo. The only new coach that's having some success this year, I shouldn't say some success, like having really legitimate success in the league is Coach Gates at Missouri. The difference is Coach Gates inherited a first-team All-SEC forward in Kobe Brown, and he brought in 3 players from Cleveland State that all are legitimate impact players. And so you combine all that with he's done a tremendous job. I think he's one of the top SEC Coach of the Year candidates. But that's the difference. And so the other 5, it's new coaches like Lamont Paris, South Carolina, with a depleted roster and trying to figure out how to win games with what you got. And it's been a rough go of it. And so when you watch that, when I look at South Carolina and I look at the roster, and I had a long talk with Lamont Paris, and yes, we did talk about Gigi, and yes, we did talk about the job at hand. It's a situation where that is a roster where you can't win many games. And that this coming year, they are going to invade the portal big time. So they are going to look like the roster will look a lot more like those other 8 teams at the top of the league in terms of veterans, in terms of true SEC type athletes. You're going out there now and you've got a limited deck. You really do. You got a limited deck. So I mean, the whole notion, I don't know what it's going to look like 3 years from now. But the whole notion that they're 2-11 in the league because of Lamont Paris's coaching, that's ridiculous.